How's it going, guys? I hope everyone is doing well, and welcome to another video here on Switch Planet. There's something oddly pleasing about sitting down and enjoying a good survival sim game. The satisfaction comes from tending to plants that you've grown, gathering resources to improve your base, and venturing into the unknown to discover great rewards. Stranded Sails, Explorers of the Cursed Islands does all of this with ease, but still creating a unique experience for everyone to enjoy. Thank you to Merge Games for sending us a code so that we could try out the game and sponsoring this video. Developed by Lemon Bomb Entertainment, Stranded Sails was such a treat to play, and a breath of fresh air when it comes to what is available on the Switch. Not only was there a very interesting and straightforward storyline, but plenty to do on the side to serve for hours of gameplay. So with that being said, let's dive into all of the awesome features Stranded Sails Explorers of the Cursed Islands has to offer, and why, in my opinion, is one of the coolest open world survival sims out there today. Let's check out the video. Taking place where the sea still has some uncharted lands and secrets, you, along with your father and crew, set off to a colder tundra to start a new life and leave behind the crowded and bustling cities. As you sail and get to know everyone else in the crew, a massive storm begins and the ship crashes into an unknown archipelago. Not being what you originally set out to discover, you explore the uncharted lands, saving all of your crew and build a new ship. As you progress through the story, you discover there's an ancient curse keeping you from leaving, and your goal becomes to lift the curse. It's pretty straightforward, but still an enjoyable little storyline. There's also plenty of artifacts to collect that give you background of the island and its former occupants. The characters that you interact with all have a specialty and a sense of uniqueness about them, and there was no character that really felt stale. Everything's very tightly knitted and organized. My personal favorite character is Cecile, the prestigious chef, mainly because it's how I act towards everyone if I'm cooking, and she has some very funny dialogue. You can't help but feel responsible for everyone in the crew, seeing as you are helping them survive on this stranded island, while they do nothing but walk around camp. That's a little shade thrown at them, but other than that, they all have interesting dialogue and funny quirks that make them super unique. All around, the environments you come across are lovely to venture, the music is subtle and melodic, and the characters are all very interesting. I can't get enough of the concept of starting with the bare minimum and expanding on an empty land. An hour of playtime turned into hours of improvement and discovery. This approach is a staple of the genre as a whole, and it never gets old. Yet Stranded Sails sticks to the formula and throws in some of their own flair. Most of the process of this game is easy to approach, and it strives to make it truly feel you are on a deserted island. There is a day and night cycle to keep track of, and the energy bar at the top that can be refilled by eating food. Farming, of course, is an essential aspect of survival, and I couldn't help but spend a long amount of time to tend to all of my crops. Fishing is much easier than other games, but has a fun little minigame attached to it that will help you reel the fish in faster. Gathering resources at first seems to be a bit difficult, but as soon as you know your way around the islands, it's a piece of cake. The crafting feature in this game is pretty straightforward and easy to maneuver, and allows you to make different items to access different parts of the islands. On top of farming, fishing, helping your crew, and exploring, they have carefully placed story elements on each island and fun treasure maps to follow along. There are a variety of different crops and spices to harvest, and the amount of recipes you can create is abundant. They did an entire focus on the cooking aspect here, allowing for so many different combinations and foods that give buffs. I found myself just figuring out the different combinations of foods that went together to see what it would make. On the subject of cooking, there is also an opportunity to create a stew for all of the crew members, which, if you continue to cook for them, will net you items and expansion to your camp. Since this is of course a bunch of stranded islands, resources would be limiting, yet all of your ship's cargo is scattered all over. That will give you the necessary materials you need. Combat is not available to you when the game starts, but later during your playthrough, it's a simple way of dealing with undesired entities, whatever that may be. Combat is not the main focus of Stranded Sails, but the fact that they added it is a nice touch. I'm just a fan of the ocean travel, which the game will allow you to do to get to other islands with a rowboat. What makes any game unique is that memorable aspect that will carry it on for a long time. For me, Stranded Sails has an adorable soundtrack that easily creeps into your brain to have you hum along, The islands all have their own unique look to it, and all have a certain charm to them. From abandoned villages, towns, or submerged beaches, there is something for everyone. Lemon Bomb Entertainment has stated what they are influenced by when developing the game, and you can see they stay true to their inspirations. I consumed this game, which of course I do not recommend, but I would just enjoy it at a healthy pace, but I hope that Lemon Bomb expands the world and maybe adds a lot more to this already amazing game. Maybe seeing the frozen tundra map would be really cool. I would love to see the direction they would go with that. This game is perfect for the Switch's handheld mode, but of course this looks great on full screen as well. And there is an aesthetically pleasing cartoonish look to the game, and I especially love how the different crops vary from one another. For the caliber of game, I never experienced any frame drops when traveling the sea or adventuring through the different islands. Everything is easily accessible, with the quick bar at the bottom, and everything is super responsive. Everything is well thought out and making it easily accessible to all players. Stranded Sails Explorers of the Cursed Islands proves that although this type of genre has been done again and again, it still can be improved and tweaked for an entertaining experience. I enjoyed my time with Stranded Sails and will definitely be playing more, as I will have to track down some treasure and expand my base. Like I mentioned before, there's a ton of meat to this game to give you hours of entertainment. The entire world that Lemon Bomb Entertainment has built is super engaging. They have carefully crafted an experience I believe that anyone can enjoy. There's a lot of variety when it comes to what you can do, and I never felt as if the game limited me to a single direction. It is, in its purest form, an open world experience, and I enjoyed every second of it. This definitely gets the Switch Planet approval from us, and I hope everyone gets a chance to play it. So thank you to Merge Games for sponsoring this video and sending us a code to play the game. And thank you guys for hanging out and watching another highlight here on Switch Planet. Make sure to leave a comment to tell us what you thought of this video and of the game. We love to hear your feedback and comments, so keep them coming. Well guys, that's all the time I have. I hope you all have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.